welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and today we are here with March favourites. I haven't done a favourite video in a while just because I have had a lot of junk that's been the same that I love, and I haven't been really into art that much recently. But we're going to go into it because I haven't done one in a while, and if you guys are new then you might have not seen these in my previous favourite videos. So I'm going to add new stuff, show you some old stuff that I'm still loving, and get this show on the road. If you're new to this channel, make sure you're subscribed and turn that notification bell on. All my links to social media are in the description below. I also have a vlogging channel and a gaming channel if you want to follow those as well. And let's get started and see what I have been loving this month. That sentence was weird. Anyway, so I have an array of things in front of me on my desk and I don't even know where to get started. I have no idea. We will start with, I'll just pick up anything. So in this little Disney princess case, I have a couple of markers and pens that I've actually been using a lot more recently, and I love them. I like the Sharpies because of their bright colours and stuff. The only downfall with these is that they are very prone to bleeding through things, so you gotta use good paper with these. But these are awesome, and I've even been loving them just to write my son's name on his like trousers or shoes for school. So those are awesome. And I've also been loving these Crayola Super Tip pens, and that is, okay, I'm dropping items now, and that's what that looks like. And these are awesome because you can get a thin line, a thick line, a medium line, and they're water based, so they're not watercolour, they're water based markers. But they're awesome for colour books and for adding a pop of colour into your artwork if you don't want to blend that much. The pencil case isn't my favourite. My son actually won it at a raffle and he said, "That's girly, you have it." Anyway, so since I picked this up from the floor, I have two sparkly pens that I have been loving recently to add accents to like glitter clothing or bows or stuff like that. Yeah, got these both in a Scrawlrbox video actually. Scrawlrbox. So this is the Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen, and this is what it looks like. It is very sparkly and very nice. I will do a sketchbook tour so that you guys can see all of this stuff in action, but right now this is just telling you what my favourite things are. But these are really good. This one's silver, so the other one was clear and this one's actually silver, so that's what that looks like. And I think I'm running out of this one, oh my gosh. Another thing that I've been loving to use in my sketchbooks to add some colour, but not too much like colour that might waste the paper, such as watercolour or anything like that if I'm using a more flimsy sketchbook, are these Molotow Aqua Twin markers. And you can basically just put the colour down and wet them with water, and then they become like watercolour. There's a billet nib, or like a kind of brush nib, and then there's a chisel tip on the other side as well, which is awesome. And I have 3 of them because I got them in a Scrawlrbox. Most of my art supplies come from Scrawlrboxes. Also on the similar level, these pens, which are Brush Pen Ecoline Brilliant Colours Contrasted Formula, they're little like Ecoline pens, and I have 2 colours, and honestly this is my favourite colour. Well, it's not, it's close to my favourite colour. And this one, I like purple these days as well. Purple's a nice colour. The next thing is also this pen, and it's actually masking fluid, and I like it in pen form just because you don't open the bottle and you smell it, and then you don't have to worry about ruining your brushes. You can get into fine details as well with it, but you need to remember, unlike me, to clean the nib off after use because it gets all grungy. Oh, okay, I've just pulled the nib right out. Okay, puts it back in. Okay, we'll stick with like individual things that are like scattered about the place. Posca pens. I have a couple of other colours of these lying about, but I really enjoy the white ones because they are good for putting highlights in your drawings, portraits or otherwise. So I have a 0.7mm nib, and this is pin type PC1MR, and I think this is the smallest nib that you can get. I'm not sure, but that's how small it is. And then this one is 0.9 to 1.3 millimeter PC3M, bullet shaped. So this is bullet shaped nib, and I'll show you them together so that you can see the difference in the, hold on, I need more hands. Okay, so there's the difference in the two nibs there. One is super fine and the other one is super not fine. But I've had this one for longer, but I decided when I was at my craft store the other day to get this one. It's the Derwent electric eraser, and it comes with like spare nibs as well. Hold on, I'll get them. It comes with these little spare nibby things, and they're awesome. It's awesome to take off coloured pencils, so I've been using that a lot, although I'm not sure about the battery, if it needs a strong battery or not. It needs 2 AAA batteries, which by the way is really annoying because I usually only have AA for my son and his toys. The next thing that I've been loving is this Pentel Superb Tech pen, and it's oil-based ink. And this is what it looks like. And I actually don't love this so much for art supplies, but I like to line my doodles or doodle with it, and I also like to write in my planner what I want to do, because the nib is so fine and my writing just automatically looks amazing. Like, I'm really bad at writing, but this makes your writing super good. Sorry about my chair, by the way, it's a bit squeaky. And then we have the Derwent Soft Art Eraser, gentle and effective, and this is black. And I love all black erasers, but I've actually been loving these ones so much so that I bought myself a new one just in case I ran out of the one that I'm using at the moment. That one's grotty and stuff, so I thought I would show you this one first. In fact, I don't even know where that one is. I think it's in my pencil case. But yeah, this eraser is good. I really like the Faber-Castell ones and the black Factus one, but this one is also really, really good. Pentel Fiesta 0.7. I have been wanting a 0.7 mechanical pencil for a while, and I was going to get the graph gear like DD uses, but I decided to wait. I was going to wait, and then I got this in a scroller box, and I've been using it to draw ever since, and I put red lead in it. The red lead that I'm using at the moment, which I find really annoying because it does snap a lot, is the Colour Eno Pilot Colour Eno 0.7 red lead, and I really want to get blue as well because I like different colours. I want to get all the colours because they do 7 or 8 colours, I think, and they're really awesome and great. And I should have had something to eat before I started this video. I'm starving. Oh yeah, there's the other eraser. In fact, this might be the Faber-Castell one. I'm not sure. I have a ton of black razors. Just anything that's black really does help and work. Also, always in my favourites usually is these Colorace, Prismacolor Colorace pencils in various shades. I like these ones because they have lots of different colours. I have basically an array of colours of these things, and I love using them. They're awesome to put colour into your drawings, even to outline your marker work. I really like, and I think Will Terrell does. Is it Will Terrell or Will? Yeah, it's Will Terrell. I always get Will and Terry and Will Terrell mixed up because their names are very similar. But Will Terrell uses red and blue pencil to outline. He doesn't use that brand, but I think he uses a Prismacolor double-ended thing to outline his drawings. These, I know this is a favourites video, but this is not my favourite. Like, I hate these things. They never work for me. I don't know if I'm heating them up enough or whatever, but they never take enough graphite off, or they take off too much, and I can't control it, so I prefer to use traditional erasers. This just sits in my pencil case looking like I'm a smart artist, but I'm not. Also, this Unipin Fine Line Water and Fade Proof Pigment Ink Pen 0.3 is also very, very handy. I like lining everything with this, and I'm not a liner really. I'm not a comic book artist, I'm not an illustrator, so I don't really line that much stuff, but when I do, that's the pen I go for. And then we have an array of these, I think they're by Pentel, I'll tell you in a minute. These sign pens, and I know one of my nails has fell off. These are awesome as well too, if you wanna get into like brush pens. Those are good to get first because they have a very flexible bendy nib, but it always springs back into place and they're not bristles, so they're quite good to try and control your pressure sensitivity in real life and your wobbliness basically. So that's all the things I want to mention. There are other stuff in there that I intend to use. I love these Faber-Castell artist pens, but I don't use them enough to say that they're my favourites. Recently, as in the March box for Scholarbooks, we got, and I'm not going to touch them because I've literally just did an artwork with these, and they're like super dirty, but I got Rembrandt soft pastels and Parisian blue Derwent pastel pencils, and they're here if I can just show you without tipping everything out. And one thing I will say, I didn't get this particular pencil in my box. This is from 10 years ago, this pencil. I didn't get all of those in the box. Basically, I had a set of them from 10 years ago, and I used this one and I tried to sharpen it and this happened. Not even kidding. Can you see what happened? Derwent are always, I've always known Derwent to be a little bit bad on their quality side of things, although I have a lot of Derwent things and do rave about them, like the two erasers that I was talking about, but I just don't get it. I tried to, basically this, you see all that purple dust on that eraser? That's what I tried to erase with and it just didn't work for me. And then I tried a different eraser and it did the same thing. So we'll keep on the soft pastel side of things. And these are from 15 years ago as well. And they were very cheap. I think they were only like £5 or something. And they are the Art for Life. I don't think you can even get these anymore. I'm not sure, but they were from 15 years ago. And I have loved playing with these things. They're super bright and colourful. Look, they're 15 years old. No, 10 years old. 11 years old. And they're hardly been used. They are broken a lot though. I didn't really know how to use art supplies back in the day, and I bought things thinking that they were like watercolour, for example. I bought a couple of tubes of watercolour and thought they were like acrylic and you just used them from the tube, and I piled on the paint basically. Those could have lasted me until now, but they didn't, and they were Cotman as well, which is pretty good. Anyway, the next thing is a sketchbook. I know we're all over the place with this, but I'm just grabbing things from my desk. But this sketchbook is actually one of my faves, all-time faves sketchbook. I actually feel like I want to finish this sketchbook. This is a new one. I have finished one already, and I'm trying to savour this one because I can't find it again. It is the Raymond Stationery Store sketchbook, like it's Raymond, that brand, which is a stationery store in the UK. And I'm pretty sure I probably could get it online, but I don't want to go and buy another one just in case it's not the same. I want to get it in the shop. I bought the last two. I've seen Jellybee use this, and I bought the last two from my shop, and I haven't seen them in since. So I'm like I've did the front page here, and then I've did some nosies, and then I have did some hands, well, a hand in this one. So I started this sketchbook in January and I hadn't drawn in it again until the other day because I don't want to finish it because I want to keep it, which sucks. Maybe I should fill it up anyway. Okay, so the next couple of things I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, this, I don't know why this is here. Whoa. I don't know why this is here. This is not a favourite of mine. I just got it in a box the other day. It's an acrylic marker, but I think that they would be good if you needed to cover a large area of black, but you didn't want to use up all your black paint and you wanted to use up a pen instead. No, that makes no sense. I don't know why you would want this. I don't know, maybe people like the control of pens better than brushes, I'm not sure. And we're going to get into, I'll leave the stuff that I always put in my favourites until last, for you guys that don't want to see that know what I like. But the Colour Blend by Spectrum Noir, I have been actually loving these. They are really good to use, I like them. And I really want to get the full set, but that costs money. So I've got the essentials at the moment, and I'll show you them because they're in this case, which is another one of my favourites, by the way. Love this case. I don't know what side they're in. I really don't know. I still don't know, and I looked inside. Okay, this side. So here they are here in a row of lovely colours, and this is the colours that you get in the Essentials set, and I did a review of these, so I will direct you to the reviews. And if I've done a review of any of the other things or showed you a sketchbook tour in one of the things, then I will show you that in the description below. You can go and check that out. But yeah, I've been loving those Spectrum Noir pencils. I haven't used them enough, and I think it's because I basically don't have enough colours for my liking. But yeah, I think I'm gonna, there's like 110 or something to collect, so yes. Next thing is, actually that's I use that quite a lot. Okay, I've had these for years and I have done a review on these as well, but to be honest I wouldn't even direct you to that review because it's so old, and I did the review when I first got them. But I have been loving the fine liners, the Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners. A lot of bullet journalers love these, and I love them for bullet journaling, but I also love them for just adding colour to tiny details in my sketchbooks if I'm ever like doodling or whatever. They are awesome, and I've put them in this Prismacolor Premier pencil case because I don't have anywhere to store anything, pretty much. So the next thing that I don't think I've ever put my favourites, but you guys have seen, is the, and you can tell I love these, is the Gouache. So this is Winsor Newton, no this is not, this is Essentials, this is De La Rune, nope, Royal & Langnickel Essentials Gouache. I have used a lot of that. Where's this one? Okay. So this is the Winsor Newton one, and this is the De La Rune. So these are my gouaches, and I love them. The only reason that I haven't been playing with them as much is because I don't know how to mix some of the colours and make them nicer, and I don't want to waste them all. So I'm going to do some testing and colour charting, so if you want to see that, then give this video a thumbs up and comment below that you want to see some gouache charting. I do have a lot of really cheap ones. The Royal and Langnickel one, basically. They're cheap and I don't know if they're worth it, but still, gouache is fun medium to work with. It is a little bit weird, but once you get used to it, it's cool. The next thing, and I'm going to start doing everything that I always put in my favourites videos, and this is the Schminke, and a lot of people argue on how to say these words, Schminke or Schminke, Hordam, artist quality watercolour paints, and this is the tin that I got. I will say that the tin's not my favourite, especially since I never use this thing and it's just stuck there. It's like stuck there and it won't go away. So I'm gonna ask, and I said this a couple of months ago that I was gonna ask my boyfriend, my partner in crime, no, I was gonna ask him to take that off and I forgot. But anyway, yeah, this is the set of 12. I got the set of 12, but they give you an extra one. Like, I think they give you a white, so they tell you it's 12 colours, but then they give you a white as well. And then I added in this colour here, which is Quinton something violet, and I also added a colour that was close to this colour, so I took it out again, and I added a Payne's grey, but I also took the Payne's grey out because you don't really need a Payne's grey and a black. But love them. I love the box, how it feels. I just don't like this thing. Could you get off my thing, please? It's an everyday struggle. So the next things that I want to talk about are my Derwent ink tents. I have the full set apart from a couple of greys. So yes, but I love these for colour books, and I haven't been using them much for actual artwork, but I do also love them for that. I just haven't been getting around to doing artwork yet. But these are awesome. The colours are vibrant, the colours are beautiful. The water, it just makes you, like, it's just so relaxing get a colour book, Lizzie Mary Cullen, and just colour in with these, and they're amazing. So that comes along with that, I have been using Pentel water brushes, like these ones. These are very popular. I have 3, but I don't know where one of them's went. But I at least have the middle and the smaller one there. I don't know where the large brushes went, but I barely use that anyway. And then I have the Caran d'Ache water brush as well, but like I can't get that out, and the button is broken on it. Like it doesn't, I can't get it out. Okay, there we go. There's a little button here where you have to push in like that to get the water out, and it doesn't work. So I've been using that one, but not as much as the Pentel one. Also, I'm scared in case I shoot water out of it because there's a little like syringe type thing to push the water down. Anyway, so that's the Inktense pencils, and I keep on looking at myself instead of the screen thing. Okay, this is another thing that I got for my birthday. Talking about that, I need to go and get another thing that I like. And everybody knows I'm going to say this, but Luminance. I love these pencils, although they are super expensive, and honestly I don't even know how I managed to buy so much. Like, I have way more than I can afford. I don't know how I managed to get them all. I think that I just, every time I was buying some like Faber-Castell, I would add a, instead of getting another Faber-Castell or 2 Faber-Castells, I would sacrifice 2 Faber-Castells for a new Luminance pencil, and that's how I was building up my small Luminance collection, and then I have 2 Derwents there too. But yeah, those are from 10 years ago, and yeah, these are amazing. I love them. Their pigment, their feel, they're just super quality. Actually, I think that I may ask somebody to gift me a set and then not use them until like I'm old and wrinkled. They're that good. Okay, and then this, which seems really big, which is really big, is full of my Faber-Castell set. Faber-Castells, hey, Faber-Castells and Prismacolor, which I love, but I can't get a full set of Prismacolor, so most of it, what was that? Most of these are Faber-Castell, and 1 Luminance, because I like the Luminance black, and I think there's a Luminance white somewhere as well. Oh no, there's not. That's weird. Okay, but Faber-Castell is my all-time favourite, cheapest artist quality pencil that I found that actually works like an artist quality pencil. So those are good, and I have one more item to show you. I just recently did a review on these. In fact, I think it was last week, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave that in the link in the description below. Don't know why I'm doing this, hey. But these pencils have been an absolute gemalonian to work with, and they came in these little wraps, which are also quite cool, but they are like flimsy, but I kind of like that because I can fold them up like this wherever I go, and they're not like spread out. Like, for instance, I was like, where did I put it? The other pencil case that I just showed you right in front of my face. For instance, this, if you want to lie it flat, it's like this, and then you have to shut it, and then, you know, it's a bit clunky, but I do like it. But these are cool for if you just want, you know, you don't have enough space to spread out and stuff like that. The annoying thing is that they are smaller, so they only have, like, these are 2 separate rolls, so yeah. But these pencils are the Raffine Marco pencils, and they're a cheap brand, but I got them for my birthday and I reviewed them, so you can check that out. I think that's everything that is my favourite at the moment. I do have all-time favourites that everybody knows that I love otherwise, but yeah, that's what I'm loving at the moment and what I've always loved. So if you have any favourite art supplies, comment below and tell me, and I'm going to end this video. Make sure you comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!